Wow.
Kind of looks awful.
Some work to be done.
Oh, yeah.
But like any good hot rod, I'm sure there's a great story. Returning World War II combat veterans helped launch the hot rod craze that started out west. Combining mechanical ingenuity with a need for speed, these heavily modified cars, often Fords, were fitted with flathead V8s and raced on dry lake beds. One notable example, featured in Hot Rod magazine, was designed and built from scratch by hand by a teenager from Kansas named Dan Daniels. Rare one-of-one custom builds, like this one, remain highly prized by collectors. Well, Jeff, tell me about this car.
In Hot Rod magazine in July 1950, they called it the Sunflower State Speedster. It's done by Dan Daniels in the 40s. He was 17, 18, 19 years old when he built it. He wasn't a welder and not a metal fabricator, and that's why it appeared in Hot Rod magazine. When you have one designer involved, in this case Dan Daniels, you often have some unusual elements that if there were two designers wouldn't be there. And that's what makes these cars kind of enjoyable.
So when you found the car, was there a purchase price to it?
I found it on eBay. It had been offered at $450, didn't sell. Say, okay, well, didn't sell this time, so I paid $350 for it the second go round.
Okay, what's the car worth?
Probably 8 to 10,000, somewhere like this.
Wow, really? Okay, time to bring in our appraiser, Randy Carlson, who is crazy for mid-century hot rods.
Hey.
How you doing, Jeff?
Good to meet you, Randy.
Nice
Jeff
to meet
Hacker.
you as well. So obviously what you've got here is a pile of parts. I don't see a whole lot here. What makes this car more than just something that was put together out of scrap?
Well, many of the hot rods featured in the early magazine years, most of them are gone.
So this car was featured in Hot Rod magazine.
It had a two-page feature in July 1950, which has allowed us to find it. Their taillights were key to us matching the car to this car.
It being featured in Hot Rod magazine in 1950 is an absolute game changer, especially for a builder in Kansas. It's something
Exactly.
pretty extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, without that history, I'd tell you to scrap it now. Well, cool, let's come around back and take a look. So this was the clue that put the history together with the car, was that it used these taillights.
That was it. Most people used 49 or 50 Pontiac taillights,
Sure.
little round ones. These 1942 Buick taillights are unusual.
I love that. I love to see how the car and the story come together. Having those historic photos to go with is phenomenal. Not only does it help prove that this is the car, but it also gives you a guide as to how it should be put back. That's where the money is.
Yeah.
Now, let's go around front and see what you have going on. Now, I'm having a hard time visualizing the front of the car here. Will this hood stay on here? Can we do something to
We
get
need a
this?
couple jack stands to hold it in place, or...
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Let me go around this side.
All right,
All
let's
right.
do this.
I can make these work. Just a second.
And it lines up here. And a little towards you. There we go.
All right. Assembling the car is definitely a value add.
Good point.
What's here is good, but what's here is bad. I mean, you've really got to recreate the whole car. And this is not a project for the faint of heart. There's no floor in this car. Here we go. Well, I can stand.
Have you had your tetanus shots?
And if we go back, drive shaft,
That's working for you, Randy.
That's working?
Maybe some goggles, you know?
turn the hat backwards.
Steering wheel would help.
And if I need to stop, I've got my feet
Yeah.
on the ground. Very Fred Flintstone.
I do want to recap. As it sits, you were thinking the value somewhere between 8 and 10.
Right.
Well, let's see what Randy has to say.
Obviously, your investment in it is minimal, but what you have done and what you have added to it is you found the history of this car, and the history of it is absolutely spectacular. However, I've got to look at it and put a number on it as it is. You know, with that history, you know, you said 8 to 10.
Yeah.
I can see it being 15 to 20 as it sits.
Wow. No, that's really, really helpful, because we're going to have to make a big investment in this. And we have some room to do this. That's terrific. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Randy's assessment was more than I thought, which was wonderful. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for someone who has to take their time and energy to kind of lovingly bring the car back.